Oh, hello everyone! In this video, we are going to solve linear equations in one variable. The first thing that we need to do is to simplify each side of the equation if needed. So, in doing that, we can apply distributive property and also we can combine like terms. Next is we apply addition property of equality so that all the variables or the variables will be on one side of the equation and all the constant will be on the other side. Okay. After doing that, if there are still any numbers that we need to clear, we apply multiplication property of equality. So in solving linear equations, we need to find the value of the variable that would make the equation true. Okay, so in our final answer, the numerical coefficient of our variable should just be equal to 1. Let's try to solve this example. Negative 3x minus 11 is equal to 7. So as you can see here, there are no like terms that can be combined any further in each of the side of the equation. So we now apply addition property of equality so that the variable will be on one side and the constant term will be on the other side. Okay? So, in our equation, we need to add 11 on both sides of the equation. Negative 3x minus 11 plus 11. Whatever we add on one side, we should also add on the other. So, this is 7 plus 11. This is now negative 3x equal to 18. Okay? So, we now divide both sides by negative 3 or multiply it with negative 1/3. So, dividing by negative 3 is the same as multiplying by negative 1/3. We divide by negative 3. X is negative 6. Okay? Let us have another example. Let us solve 8y minus 5 is equal to 2y minus 29. Okay, so we apply addition property of equality to put all the variables on one side. So since we have a variable here, we apply addition property of equality. 8y minus 5 minus 2y is equal to 2y minus 29 minus 2y. Remember that adding or subtracting 2y is the same as adding negative 2y. We can now simplify this one. So we have 6y equal to 6y minus 5 is equal to negative 29. Now, we now put all the constant term on the other side. So, this is now 6y minus 5 plus 5 is equal to negative 29 plus 5. This is 6y equal to negative 24. Okay? So, we divide both sides by 6. Y is negative 4. Okay. So, here in our example, in the second step, or the first step rather, I added negative 2 to both sides of the equation. So, variables lang muna yung in-add ko to both sides of the equation. Pero, since our target is to put all the variables on one side and the constant on the other side, in this first step, we can already add 5 to both sides of the equation the same time that we are adding negative 2 to both sides. Okay? So, because our target here is to remove 5, negative 5, sorry, to remove negative 5 on this side and to remove 2y on this side. Okay? So, kasi what I did is to only subtract 2y. So, variable muna and then later on yung constant. Pero if you want, you can add the variables as well as the constant at the same time for shorter solution. Let's have another example. (17 minus 4n minus 5 is equal to 9n 9n minus 3n plus 7. Yan. We need to simplify each side of the equation first. This is 17 minus 4n minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 9n minus 3n minus 21. Okay. So, we simplify each side of the equation first. We combine like terms. Negative 4n plus 22 is equal to 6n minus 21. Okay. Now, we put all the variables on one side and the constant on the other side. We can do it together at the same time. So, since we want to put all the variables here, we add negative 6n to both sides or we subtract 6n. Okay? So, negative 4n minus 6n to remove this on this side plus 22. This is our given. This 2 is our given here on this side. And then we add negative 6n or subtract 6n to both sides. And then, at the same time, since we want to put this constant term on the other side, we can subtract 22 on this side. Okay? So, remember what we did here because we need to do that also on the other side. Now, we have 6n here and we subtracted 6n on one side. So, we need to do that here. Negative 21 and then we subtracted 22 on the other side. So, do it also on this side. Okay? We have here negative 10n plus 0. Pwede na natin hindi ilagay yung 0. Equal to, on this side, 0. O 0n. Pwede na rin natin hindi ilagay yon. This is negative 43. So, we now divide both sides by negative 10. And our answer is n is equal to 43 over 10. Okay? Our answer can be in fraction form or if you want, you can change it to decimal form. But fraction is actually more accurate than decimal. So, if the given is integers, yan, just like in this example, pwedeng fraction na lang yung final answer. Pero if decimal, puro decimals naman yung given, so your answer should also be in decimal. So, here, n is equal to 43 over 10 or, again, if you want to convert it to decimal, 4.3. over 4 na, no? So, 8x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 17. So, we need to add or subtract negative 2 on both sides of the equation. That is 8x minus 2x plus 5, and then we subtract 5 to both sides of the equation. Minus 5 is equal to 2x minus 2x plus 17 minus 5. Lagyan natin ng underline yung hindi part ng original equation para mas makita nyo yung ginawa natin. Okay. So, again, we added or subtracted 2x to both sides of the equation to remove 2x here on the right. Okay. And then, we subtracted 5 to both sides of the equation to eliminate 5 on the left. Okay? So, again, subtracting a number is the same as adding the negative of a number. So, ang ginamit natin dito is addition property of equality. Now, we now combine like terms. So, this is equal to 6x dito sa side na to. And then, on this side, this is 12. We divide both sides by 6, which is the same as multiplying it by 1 over 6. That is equal to 2. Okay. Let us have another example. (2k) plus 2 times 3k minus 4 is equal to negative 23 plus 5k. So, we simplify each side of the equation first. 2k plus 6k minus 8 is equal to negative 23 plus 5k. 8k minus 8 is equal to negative 23k, negative 23 plus 5k. So, all variables should be on the left. Pero, if you want, you can put all the variables on the right and then just apply symmetric property in the end para mapunta yung variable dun sa left side. Okay? So, we will subtract 5k to both sides of the equation and add 8 to both sides of the equation. We have 8k minus 5k minus 8 plus 8 equal to negative 23 plus 8, okay, plus 5k minus 5k. Simplify. We have here 3k plus 0, so 3k lang siya. And then on the right side, we have negative 15. We divide both sides by 3. K is negative 5. Okay, let us have another example. This is item number 6. 4 times 2y minus 1 minus 3 times y plus 5 is equal to 5 times y minus 2 plus 7. So, simplify muna natin each side of the equation. This is 8y, apply distributive property, minus 4 minus 3y minus 15 equal to 5y minus 10 plus 7. And on this side, we have 5y minus 19 equal to 5y 5y minus 3. Okay? So, let us now look at our simplified equation. So, on this side, we have 5y minus 19. And then, on this side, we have 5y minus 3. Okay, let's try to eliminate the variable on this side and move it to the other side. So, we need to subtract 5y to both sides of the equation. 5y minus 19 equal to 5y minus 5y minus 3. Okay? Ang ginawa natin, we subtracted 5y to both sides of the equation. Kaya lang, since 5y sa parehong side, na-cancel na pareho. So, each side now does not have any variable. So, we have negative 19 equal to negative 3, which we know is not really equal to each other. Okay? Actually, dito pa lang, mapapansin na natin, 5y minus 19 is not equal to 5y minus 3. So, in this case, there is no value for y. So, kasi nung in-eliminate natin yung variable, nawala yung variable, and we are left with a constant that is not equal to another constant. Okay? So, this means that we cannot really obtain a value for y in this example that would make this statement true. Remember that adding real numbers to both sides of the equation or subtracting numbers to both sides of an equation which both apply addition property of equality will not change the behavior of the equation. So if the equation is really false, it will not be true in the end, as we can see here. This means that we cannot have a value for our variable that would make this statement true. Okay? Because it is not really true. Itong equation na to does not have any solution. Lalagay lang natin dito na no solution. Yan. No solution to ha, hindi zero. Kasi when you say 0 is your solution, it means the possible value for y is 0. Meron siyang solution, 0 nga lang. Kaya lang ito, wala talaga siyang solution. Okay? Because any value for y, there is no value for y that would make this equation true. No solution siya. Okay? This type of equation is called contradiction equation. Kasi nga, wala siyang possible solution. Let's have another example. Negative 6 minus 3m mali ako ng sulat. Minus quantity 3m minus 2 equal to 5m minus 4 times 2m plus 1. Okay. Simplify both sides of the equation. Negative 6 minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 5m minus 8m minus 4. So, this is negative 4 minus 3m equal to negative 3m minus 4. Okay? So, if we will arrange the terms here on this side, we also have 3m minus 4 equal to 3m minus 4. Okay. So, dito naman, we can see an expression equal to itself in this equation. So, in the simplest form of this equation resulted to an equation or an expression equal to itself. Dito naman, ang mangyayari, if we will solve this further, variables muna. Just so if we want to solve this further. Pero kita naman na natin na naging equal siya sa sarili niya. Pero sige, mag-add tayo ng 3m to both sides. So we have negative 3m plus 3m minus 4 equal to negative 3m plus 3m minus 4. Mai-eliminate din yung variable dito. We now have negative 4 equal to negative 4. So, if we will solve this kind of equation, ang mangyayari, mawawala din yung variable, but we will have a constant, okay, constant term equal to itself. Equal siya. Ito naman yung tinatawag natin na identity. Identity equation. Now, in this type of equation, all real numbers would make this equation true. Kahit ano ipalit nating value for our variable, our equation would be true. Kasi nga, the value on the left is just equal to the value on the right. Ang answer naman dito, ang solution natin for this type of equation is the set of all real numbers. O, doon sa kanina, ibalikan natin yung kanina. Yan. So, dito din nakita na natin na nag-contradict siya, diba? Kasi 5y minus 19 cannot be equal to 5y minus 3 because by reflexive property, any term is equal to itself. Any real number is equal to itself. 5y is a real number. 5y should be equal to itself. Kaya hindi possible na 5y minus 19 will be equal to 5y minus 3. Kahit hindi na natin din to i-solve further, makikita na natin na wala talaga siyang solution. Okay? So, dito naman sa kabilang example natin dito, yan, 3m minus 4 is equal to negative 3m minus 4. Kaya, kahit ano i-substitute natin sa value ng variable natin, dahil equal din naman siya dito, palaging true, magiging true because the value on the left is just equal to the value on the right. Okay? Ito ay identity. Yun nga. The set of all real numbers is the solution for this equation. Oops, balik natin. Okay? Okay, let's have another example. Siguro pwede na to na last na example natin. So, dun sa mga na-solve natin, yung iba, isa lang yung possible na solution. Yun naman yung tinatawag natin na conditional equation. Yung mga conditional equation, isa lang talaga yung solution niya. We have three kinds of equation, diba? We have the conditional equation in which we only have one solution. We have identity equation. The solution for that is the set of all real numbers. Yun ay may infinitely many solution. Kagaya nga nung example na binigay ko kanina. Yan, yung previous example. And then, the last one is contradiction equation in which we have no solution. Okay? Let's have another example. Sorry. 5x minus 1 minus 9x minus 2 is equal to 3 times negative 2a. Ay, sorry. Hindi pala a yung variable natin. Negative 2x minus 1 minus 2. Simplify both sides of the equation. We have here 5x. Baka kasi akalain negative. So, 5x minus 5 minus 9x plus 18 is equal to negative 6x minus 3 minus 2. Simplify. We have here negative 4x plus 13 equal to negative 6x minus 5. Okay, negative 4x, we need to add 6x to both sides of the equation. So, plus 6x plus 13, and then subtract 13 to each side of the equation, minus 13. Underline ko lang uli yung mga dinagdag lang natin. Yan. Para, so that we know that that is what we are going to add on the other side. Negative 6x plus 6x minus 5 minus 13. Okay. So, simplify. We have 2x equal to negative 18. Divide both sides by 2. X is negative 9. Okay? So, that will be our last example. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!